gonna watch this video. It's the Mildest controversy drama edition. Let's check it out.
Greetings, travelers. This is one of those
I miss this
classic,
voice.
boring, mediocre, Misshapen Chair Final Fantasy XIV videos that will get recommended way more than the stuff I put any real effort into. Spite, cope, seethe, mauled. I'm mostly making this so there's a public record that people can point to, as this is one of the more controversial things that I do, as I have been informed by other travelers, because I legitimately never expected this to be a big deal to anyone. Without further introduction, I would like to publicly apologize for destroying all of my ultimate totems. Allow me to say one big disclaimer before I continue. I will be explaining my rationality behind the action of discarding an item in a video game that has an infinite supply and is infinitely reproducible.
Yeah,
but
but
I
it's
know
hard to
sharing
get.
my perspective will cause some people to get a little defensive. I am not attacking you. Do whatever you want with your video game items. If my view makes you feel guilty, go to some streamer's confessional. But not mine, because I'm not a streamer. One thing I want to say, without joking around and without sarcasm, I do not think clearing an ultimate fight is easy. I don't know. Not even uwu. I know my tone of voice and speech pattern can make it a little hard to tell when I'm being serious. But I am serious about that. I've seen this rumor enough and I want to unsuccessfully put it to rest. These fights are long. They take up many of my weekend evenings that I could be spending quality time with my friends, saying hi to my grandma, or putting some more hours into my videos. But I don't, just so I can get into a group who's willing to torture themselves with me. It took me a year of consistent prog to clear T. Some people will try to blame.
Did you say 1 year? I mean, you could have done it when it was fresh. That's
my group, but I could not clear it in Party Finder, and I can't blame the group who actually gave me a chance. I was rejected. Wait, he just I gotta listen to that again. I gotta re-listen. To torture themselves with me. It took me a year of consistent prog to clear T. Some people will try to blame my group, but I could not clear it in Party Finder, and I can't blame the group who actually gave me a chance. I was rejected from an astronomical amount of ultimate statics before a decent one finally let me in. I am in the best groups that would give me the time of day. This also might explain why I absolutely detest a certain number ranking system so much. I know what some of you are thinking right now. Keep in mind, I did not have good logs until I got into a coordinated ultimate static. I also try to go through the normal channels to run this type of content. I don't want to abuse my position of being known too often, because it wouldn't give me the perspective that most players have to go through to get an ultimate clear. I try, and fail, to keep my experiences as close to what any other traveler would. It's why I primarily run casual content with randoms and not with fans. It's why I do not stream most playthroughs of any video.
I find that so awkward. Like, that is the most awkward thing. Like, fans? Fans? You guys are my fans? You want to play video games together, fans?
Game, especially ones I plan to make videos for. This relatability is the only reason I can make halfway entertaining videos about anything in the first place. However, I only got into that first ultimate group because I made a video asking for help. My position of being a semi-popular creator still plays into my favor even now, as a group of 7 people who already cleared DSR were more than willing to drag me across the finish line after I was stuck on Enrage for over a month. That does not make me feel good about it, but it wasn't my fault. I swear. I stream prog partially so that I have witnesses of me putting in the work, so I can have a paper-thin defense against people accusing me of getting carried. And I still got fucking carried. I caved. A green parse isn't a real clear. Clearing it twice after that with other streamers doesn't count either. I put my first clear VOD in the description, and you can judge my suboptimal downtime rotations and ability to do mechanics for yourself. We only beat the entire fight in one try, and we only killed Thornton before we even had to sack anyone. Our group DPS might have been slightly okay. Of course, that is not even the point of this rant. If you believe that my ultimate...
Do people honestly think, like, if you're doing Green Pass, like, you're just shit? Like, there's so much more than just, like, DPS as well, though, you know what I mean? Like, every single mechanic, like, people have their part to play, and you can't fuck that up. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you fuck up a mechanic, usually time's a wipe. So everyone still has their, like, job to do. I don't know, it's kind of dumb.
Clears are not legitimate. It's probably a good thing that I do not use the weapons in titles that I do not deserve. So instead,
my balloon
let me
catcher.
say why I run ultimate fights. To me, they are the most fun encounters in the entire game. I do it for self-satisfaction, not the weapon, not the title, not the bragging rights. I throw the totems away so that I am not a massive hypocrite. Unlike many other things that I am a massive hypocrite about. We all have our flaws, like getting carried to our first DSR clear. I clear these things to not even turn it into video content most of the time. I fucking hate my limit cut video. Then again, I don't like a lot of my videos after the fact, so that's not a good example. The most DSR footage I used in a video is in my Metal Gear Rising video because I had zero ideas of what I wanted to do while fighting Sundowner, and I flipped the coin on if I should even keep it in or not. I guess now this video will count too. I have nothing interesting to say about my clears other than, yeehaw everybody, I cleared DSR. Woohoo! Let's go! Damn, that sounds like a really cool video. Hold on. Remember what I said at the beginning of the video. I do not care what other creators do. I make the videos I want, they make what they want. I'm not throwing shade. Statistically, you probably think my non-Final Fantasy XIV content fucking sucks. Or any of it does for that matter. That's fair. It's all a matter of opinion. Now with my insane positions out of the way, how about some even less rational ones? I've said it before. I do not like the overwhelming majority of ultimate weapons. I'm okay with some of them, but I really hate how when you're idling, they look like sticks of plutonium going super critical next to your body. I don't want Takenyan to get treated for radiation poisoning. Huh, I wonder which ones I might kind of like then. However, that is subjective. Some people hate the blueberry lemon pyros blade that I primarily use, but I like it, so I use it. And it also probably gives the Kenyan radiation burns. My hypocrisy is out of control. If you use the ultimate weapons, I assume it's because you like them. Simple.
Yeah, right? I love
the weapons
that
I do kind of like are not samurai weapons, which is the only job I run ultimate fights on. If I am going to get a weapon from an ultimate fight, I want it to be for the job that I beat the fight with. What is the point of getting anything else? Oh shit, I did it again. Force of habit. Look, the fact that you get a totem and not the raw weapon for the job that you are playing implies... I
just don't understand. Like, who cares? Just use the totem. Just, like, no one's gonna care if you use it or not. I don't know. I can understand, like, yeah, I don't like any of the weapons. Like, I don't care about clearing. But it can also, like, completely flip the other way and just be like, who cares? I'm gonna get the weapon. No one cares. I was so fucking confused.
Is that even the developers of the game disagree with my position. But they also took away my fun button, so I have to press 114 Shintens to kill Thornton. And the monkey's paw curls, as next expansion Shinten will cost 50 Kenki, and I should have just kept my fucking mouth shut. You probably know exactly what I'm going to say next. I don't care what other people do with their totems. I do not expect everyone to be
so
like
we don't
me,
care what
which
you do.
is to say, it's my totem. I think I earned it in my own delusional mind. I can do whatever I want with it. This isn't a finite supply item that I am denying the opportunity for somebody else to get. There is nothing lost in me discarding it. In fact, if somebody already has every weapon from the fight and they beat it again, like, what can they do with it?
Okay, you can dislike it, you don't have to use it, but you can still just put it in glamour dresser. Like, you can still just have it. I don't know, this is hell like messing in my head.
Jerk off with it? Shouldn't you be mad at everyone who clears a fight more times than the number of weapons that exist? Am I supposed to redeem a weapon that I don't give a fuck about just because I beat the fight? The slot in my glamour dresser is more valuable. I have heard some people tell me that it should be a keepsake, but that's what all the traumatic memories are for. I couldn't forget if I tried. I am not trying to disrespect the content. Personally, I think clearing it only for the weapon is disrespectful, which shows how little any of this means. I don't need a carrot on a stick other than my own satisfaction to beat it. However,
discarding it for the views.
I grind out old relic weapons for glamour. I certainly don't do that for the gameplay content, but ultimates are not a means to an end for me. Since I'm already in this deep, I'm just committing to not using any of the rewards obtained from any ultimate fight, even if I end up really liking the weapons. It's also why I play with all effects turned on. For fun. While I'm on the subject, if I truly felt like I needed to turn off the effects to succeed, I would. Same with further optimizing my rotation if it was necessary to clear. I have never hit those walls, but it is not impossible. And even though I'm saying I do this for fun, putting in the proper work is the fun. I do not take a lackadaisical approach to prog. That is why my prog streams are mostly just keyboard mashing, and if I do talk, it's me telling myself to do mechanics correctly, or getting mad at myself for screwing up. And lastly, but most importantly to me, I do not want to be associated with being particularly good at video games, as I think the body of work that I've produced clearly shows. I do not want people expecting me to clear every single fight on release, or even being 100% up to date on gear. Not that I'm opposed to trying to do hardcore week 1 clears, but I don't meet the requirements to get into most of those groups in the first place. I'm just
Wait, was that just
player.
like guild heist needed to be unlocked? Wait, oh shit, no, they're missing like heaps of stuff. I don't know what that is.
I'm just a mediocre player. I genuinely believe the overwhelming majority of people can beat ultimate fights if they do the homework and put the work in. It is a huge commitment that I'm sure many don't want to do or literally do not have the time. However, there is a difference between being incapable and being unwilling. It is incredibly valid to not want to spend your time on ultimate fights. I spend at least 8 hours a day working on videos. Not that it shows, I am very slow, but I do effectively work a full-time job. Just not one to be proud of.
People don't understand that shit.
So I completely understand wanting to use your free time for something that you enjoy instead. You know, what I do. I do this because I enjoy it. It's why I spend my raiding time typically doing ultimates instead of Savage. That's how I choose to spend my free time. I just want people's reaction to me clearing to be, well, if that catgirl fanatic can do it, so can I. It might seem crazy that I'm defensive about this. That's specifically because I don't do this to piss people off. I do a lot of things to irritate people like a little stinker, and I continue to do so in parts of my videos, very intentionally. This was not and is not something that I do for that reason, which is why it surprises me so much. Actually, now that I've said the first part out loud, maybe it's obvious why people interpret it that way. Granted, most of my content isn't particularly hateful, even though YouTube doesn't recommend it to anyone. I guess it is about time to make some more reaction bait content so I can afford the latest Necopara merchandise.
Do it! Just do the reaction content.
I have my priorities straight. You do not have to like what I do to the holy sacredest ultimate totems in Final Fantasy XIV for the PC that was gifted to us from the heavens, manifested from Yoshi P's tears, bathed in the blood of One Ilm Punch. You don't even have to like me. In fact, if it makes you feel better, continue to hate me in everything I do. It does remind me that a small subset of players take this game way too fucking seriously.
Okay, so people got mad at him for deleting totems. Is that what happened? Because, like, number one, you shouldn't really care what someone else does, right? Like, personally, I wouldn't delete my totem because to me it's like a reward for like my hard work of like learning the fight and like completing the fight. Like that's how I see it. It's not, you know, the weapon to like show off or anything. It's kind of just like a reward. But like it is also rewarding just clearing the fight and being like, you know, duty complete, like did it. But yeah, but it's bizarre to me to think that people like hated on him for this. People got mad at him. That's so crazy. He doesn't like most of the weapons and he does the ultimate for fun and not the weapon. That's exactly it. Which I understand. I do understand. For me, it would be hard to delete. In my opinion, I would actually find it hard to delete the totem because it's like, it was really hard to get. But like, if all they do is like ultimate raids as well, like, okay, I would keep my first totem and then delete my other ones, you know what I mean? I just get it for like the job that I completed it on. But I don't know. I can understand, but I also can't understand at the same time. Like, at the same time, I feel like he shouldn't care that he got a totem. He shouldn't care so much that he got, like, he felt that he had to delete it to, like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, that's just blowing my mind right now. Like, it bothers him that much that he got a totem that he feels the need to delete it. Like, instead of, like, maybe just putting, like, in a retainer or something, just, like, you could just, like, collect totems and, like, not even tell anyone about it and just, like, keep it there. Just be like, I don't know, it could even just be, like, a track record and be like, I've completed Uwu this many times. And it's kind of just, like, a cool memory sort of thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. Or if I can't throw out Piety 2 materia I've been hoarding since the Realm Reborn, there's no shot I throw a totem. Oh, that's so accurate. Holy shit. It's crazy. He found it strange that people cared that much and hence the video. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand. I'm glad he's like explaining it. I'm really glad. And like I don't care they deleted the totem. Like I really don't. I hate the thought that people went after him about it. Like I think that is extremely unreasonable. So unreasonable. Okay, I'm gonna keep playing.
Ultimate clear is not the biggest accomplishment in the world. People like Rich Campbell and I are great examples of how good you don't have to be to clear as long as you have people willing to drag your corpse to victory. And ultimate weapons are not the coolest looking things on the planet, especially because they're just reskins of other weapons. Maybe this isn't any different from critics who tell me to make videos about other things if I dislike Final Fantasy XIV so much that I made a 2-hour and 20-minute love letter to Endwalker and I don't make big videos about anything else. I know it's hard to accept that I can dislike gameplay changes and still like the main story that isn't the current patches, and like ultimate encounters, as all of these are not mutually exclusive. It takes no time to disprove this, and I know I'm not convincing anyone by comically over-responding like this. So wait, why did I make this video?
Content for content's sake.
Oh yeah. Viewership. Everyone loves petty drama for shit that doesn't matter. I'm not calling you out though. I watch this shit too. Now let's get out there and figure out who's gonna carry me through Omega Protocol.
Ooh. Did I say I hadn't cleared Abyssos yet? So first he needs help with Abyssos and then top. That was good. See, I enjoyed that they just like dragged it out, you know, get some clicks on YouTube, but I'm sure they enjoyed like making the video and actually voicing their opinion of the matter, and I'm really glad they did that. Like, bro, you do what the fuck you want with your totem. Don't let people fucking harass you about that shit. That's awful. I'm so sorry. I really enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. Please go like, comment, and subscribe. I think it was really a good take on ultimate stuff. Discarding DSR totems was harder in 6.1, but congrats. Holy shit, that is a base comment.